this story about Rhian Manning's just it keeps getting wild, guys. It keeps getting wild. And I'm like, should I do it? Should I not do it? But I love you guys, and I just like keeping you posted with what's happening, like the whole discourse that's happening around this. So by now, Scotties have taken it upon themselves to, flood the internet with that deleted video. To prove to you that that video no longer exists, here you go. It was deleted. The video is totally gone from the Heads Together website. Like, it's gone. If you are not guilty, why are you deleting evidence? Really, this screams guilty as F. William knows he's cooked. Like, his performative act has been discovered. Like, he's been exposed, and I'm telling you, the internet is having a field day with this man. If I had it, if I could, I would put all the comments in this video. Like, I will show you everything. All the comments, thousands and thousands of comments, because people are not happy with this man trying to exploit this grieving woman. But right now, there's a different discourse. There's a whole different discourse, and I had to bring it to you guys. So, we know William is getting so much heat because obviously he is exploiting this woman. And honestly, disclaimer, this video is not to downplay the loss that this woman went through. Like, that was tragic, that was horrific. That's not to take away from that. The thing is, people are now, looking at her sideways. People feel like, well, the first time we can understand, but you also went, you did this interview. And I think right now there's also more of an uproar because she went to ITV to do this interview again, acting like this is the first time that she met with William. Yeah, so people are like, well, I can assure you, a majority of the people find it like, are you being paid to do this? Do you not forget that you met William back in 2017? Like, what's going on? I did my best to put all the comments together where people actually feel like she's just innocent and she just does not know she's being exploited. Maybe she feels like, this is a good a good way or a good platform to put her story out there, to create awareness of some sort. But a majority of people feel like, no, it's like now, no, it's like fishy, it's iffy. It's people feel like you're allowing yourself to be used. Like, you're allowing yourself to be used. So there's a whole that discourse that's happening, and that's why I had to do this video. And I think it's in relation to the fact that she went to ITV and again spoke about this horrific loss that she endured. And yeah, others are like, well, William paid her. People are like, well, right now you're being exposed on the internet. Like, William, is being exposed on the internet. Like, you met this man back in 2017. When you met this man, never once did this man cry. He did not cry. No tears. He was not moved. And then you meet this man again in 2025, and you tell him your story, which, by the way, he pretends like he's never had it before, and he puts on an act pretending to cry. Don't you think that's fishy? That's, people are like, well, we want to say that, she's vulnerable right now. She's mourning. She had a very, horrific loss. But again, this is not me, guys. This is the internet. So I'm just telling you what's out there on the internet. This is not my point of view. This is the internet's point of view. People feel like, well, it's like she, for lack of a better word, it's like she wants the publicity. Because I've also seen people say, she has an MBA, she was given an MBA. So people feel like she also enjoys William exploiting her. Because according to the internet, again, any sane person, after seeing William's performative act, will be like, no, will raise eyebrows like, no. But people believe she was either paid. Well, I mean, you wouldn't put it past William. We know he can do that. Paying this woman and then exploiting her grief, because remember, this man badly wants to be like Harry who's genuine, Harry who's very compassionate. William cannot do that. He's tried to copy, his failed. In fact, that copycat attempt is what has exposed him even more. Remember another group of people who like, oh, William is very, very horrific. Like, William is a scary man, so maybe this lady is scared to even go against him, and he's rolling with it. So there's a whole discourse, whatever propaganda. I wouldn't say propaganda. I think at the end of the day, people's feelings are valid. This lady's feelings is valid. Personally, I think that she just wants her story there, and she got a platform, and she felt like, you know what, let me put my story out there. That's what I think. But for majority of people are starting to think like, oh no, you're milking it too much. Like, we're not taking away from the fact that you went to, you know, it's a loss. And but for you to allow yourself to be used by this man, it's what people are like, no, it's like you're enjoying it at some point. It's like you want to get the fame out of it. Again, that is what the internet. And like I said, I put all the comments together where to see both sides, how people are reacting to it. Just try to get some were very bad, so I could not put them here. They were really, really bad. I tried to get the few that I could, so you guys have a bit of understanding. And as always, guys, I want your thoughts about this. What do you think? Do you think it's just genuine, like she feels like she got a platform and she wants to create awareness? Or do you feel like William paid her? Do you feel like there's something fishy going on? Because this is the second time. By now she could have seen like, this man is exploiting me, especially after, you know, William fake tears. You tell him the first time the story, no tears, not moved at all. You say the second time and the man is moved to tears, like on cue. So yeah, let me know what you think, okay? Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I have a few comments here, and here we go. So Agatha says, someone please take me off the rail. But why would Mannings allow herself to be a part of William's manipulation? Right? And Zani replies, knowing how ruthless this man is, I can see why she wouldn't dare refuse. Fair point. Anyway, next, sorry. Why Test says, for an MBE and a bit of fame, look at her account. There's that account of ours. I think it's a Facebook account where it's Ryan Manning's MBE. And a picture of William and her. Then you have Christina says, she is probably very pro-monarchy. Some people still see meeting the Windsors as a privilege, instead of realizing they're being used for PR by one of the most inhuman cabals in the West. Kia says, she couldn't refuse the future monarch. I'm also sure they vetted people who are royalist or royal sympathizers. Sorry. Then he says, yeah, I suppose so. But that being said, she was a willing participant in deception. She will have herself to blame when she starts to get called out for it. On a side note, the clown royal rota must have known about this slight offhand and also went along with the deception. I think it's disgusting. Then Danny replies, yeah, it's odd at the very least. It's very odd. Prince says how much she got paid to forget they both met back in 2017, and she already told him the same story at Kensington Royal Faker. Then he says, here it is, and she has got no shame. She was on the ITV This Morning show today, 13th October, carrying on with the charade like it was the first time she met him. It's a shame because she was highlighting her charity. This publicity stunt was because Prince Harry was in Kyiv and he was nearly moved to tears. Stan says, damn, Afer doesn't realize she's been used. Well, Ronin says, poor woman, Prince William's out here taking her pain and behaving like he's an actor in a movie sequel, 2017-2025. Mommy says, he spoke to her 7 years ago and was not emotional whatsoever. But suddenly now, 7 years later, when he visited her again, he's suddenly emotional. Sigh. Royalists seriously need to tattoo gullible on their foreheads or continuously believing this shite when all this is just PR. And then Ego says, did she forget she had met him before? Business says that she had to do it twice. I'm afraid Welsh mom may need more help since she is out here acting like this is brand new. Then there's an article where it says the documentary explores the link between running a marathon and mental health and was part of the Heads Together Mental Health Initiative. Oh no, that's back an article, the one that they took it down. Cecile says he has a team of 60 full-time employees whose only job is to make him seem relatable. And this is the cringe they come up with. Duchess says there was nothing genuine about Willie talking to that lady. This tears for clicks props is just disgusting. I genuinely want to give the benefit of the doubt to the woman. Willie used this lady's loss for his own personal media gain. He doesn't care about us victims. He never will. Tony says, just think how little he thinks of us, his audience, to literally throw a repeat at us, like he thinks we are too stupid to notice. I totally understand. So, what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and, of course, to hit that subscribe button. I love you so much. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.